All right, so that was a really nice first run to start out the day. If I want to look at this guy, so I now have seen all versions of this guy. We did the max out the friendly and just get 20 for charged echoes. I wonder if I want to try some sort of consume build with like the etch apply armor. That could be interesting with like what gets payoff from armor. Hellhorned has a spell that does damage per armor, and stacking armor could be strong. I kind of like the idea of the egg type builds too. Which other clans have a lot of consume cards? All the Wurmkin ones are the Shellsmith or the Corruptor. Wait, kind of funny, every non-Wurmkin champ upgrade path is just Reaper or Chillwind. All the Wurmkin ones are Shellsmith or Corruptor. Oh. Woken has a lot of consume, has a lot of good consume stuff actually. Couple in Stygian. Well, actually, Umbra has a lot of consume as well. And of course, Wurmkin like crazy. Let's see here. What I like about the Awoken consumes is a lot of them have to do with draw and having Ember. Wurmkin likes the word "the." Oh, is what you're saying. Gotcha. Okay. So I want to play around a kind of an armor thing, or do I want to go for like an Awoken? You know what? Let's go Hellhorned because we have a chance of getting that sweep thing again. So what if we go not this and this? And how do we want to do this? Do I want to go with imps or just torches? No. Good old Echowright. Imps or torches? What do you all think? One reason I like imps is because unlike spells, you play them once in a battle and they're out of your hand. It's not an incant thing, so we're not like spamming spells for anything. It's only consume things we want to do. I kind of like imps better. Let's try this. Let's try this. Alright, we start with consume and draw 3. Apply consume to draw on spells. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So definitely a couple of consume synergy things going on here. X cost cards. We have none to start. I really like Lost Luggage. Are any of the consume things X cost cards? I know at least the one. Oh no, that was Awoken. Let me look at consume again. 1 second. It's been a while since I've played Wurmkin, so I need to kind of refresh myself on some of these things. Consume. No, we're not playing that. We're playing Hellhorned. So Spike of the Hellhorned, yes. Wurmkin Spike. Only 2. Yeah, so there's only 2 that could possibly give us value out of these. I think I just like Lost Luggage too much. Let's just go with that. Okay, so there's the eggshell ones, and there's... We get a random consume spell to our hand every turn. So let's go all in on a consume build, I think. I don't know that I really want to go... Since I don't have any shell Well, I mean, since we have 2 consume things, this we do kind of have a start with that. But I kind of want to try... Well, with Ritual of Battle, so what happens is when Shell hatches... The Bogfly units get whatever was buffed on that, right? So if I put the Rage on the shells, the Bogflies are gonna... Is that right? The Bog Chrysalis. What's up, Elucid? It doesn't say here, but do the buffs that you put on the shell go to the Bogflies? Didn't it used to say under the summon unit, apply all buffs to summoned units? I thought it did. We have the Seraph here. Let's go with this. Let's just go with that. Science it. Well, I don't know if it's changed since the last time I played this is the thing. You only have 5 health, so spikes kind of is really bad for you here. I don't think I can do that, right? Yeah, I don't think I can do that. I don't want to science it with this because I feel like there'd be other builds where I'd be able to science it better. Okay. Wow, we have a lot of infused things though, that's for sure. Better consume so that we'll get it back next turn. One will die, so I would be able to place a train steward here. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Okay. This Echowright really works great on the top floor since you essentially get 2 more turns of draw. Okay, alright. Extract 3. Okay, so I draw 3. And apply consume to them. Whereas I could just put rage on you. Do I want to draw 3? I need my Rage of Battles. I need to... playing Consume guy, I'm not exactly sure how to play this guy, honestly. Okay. Okay, 55 damage there. Probably would have been better to play a Rage at some point. There's not a lot of health on that character. 25. Would that be enough? Fix 2 attacks. I bet that'll be enough. I take 3 damage, but I think this wins this. Almost does, not quite. 2 Queen's Implingles will do it. Okay, we take one hit. Okay, so it's probably better to play this guy on the top floor. How does this guy scale? 15 damage for each spell in the consume pile. Oh, there we go. Putting a bunch of consumed stuff in the consume pile gives us damage. To who? I guess this is targeted. Okay. Alright, I guess it says consume, so we grab it. Okay, that's infused. That's armor. I like Hornbreak. I like a piercing spell. It's very nice. Because it's infused, I think I want to go with that. Although welder helpers can be really good too. We didn't choose the armor route, right? The wasn't it a different guy that had the armor? Yeah, it was this one. Although that might be the secondary one we can do. It's probably what we are going to want to do. Etch. That means when you play a consume card, you're going to give armor to your friends. That might actually be what I want to do. Let me do this though. Okay, so we got to go for a unit here. Let's see what we got. We got a multi-strike. I've been getting multi-strikes like crazy. Just no holdovers. I can't find a holdover to save my life. Well, there's Alpha Fiend. So if we're looking for a sweep Alpha Fiend thing, I guess we can grab him. There's probably lots of units that this plays well on, right? Like anything with multi-strike. The problem is if I take this guy, I don't get multi-strike. If I take this guy, like, who do I even put multi-strike on? I guess I could put multi-strike on him, and then infuse something else into him. But then we don't get, like, a sweep guy or something else. Because I have multi-strike, would I rather get this guy and put the sleigh? I don't think so. I don't have a unit to really put a multi-strike on, do I? Alpha Fiend. What other units can we get in Wurmkin that can benefit from this? There's a guy that comes with trample. That guy comes out of an egg, though, is how that one works. Can I put strike in an egg and then the strike? Once all shells removed, the unit dies, triggering its hatch ability. Apply the egg unit's upgrades and stat changes to the summoned unit. So if I did get a Bog Chrysalis and put the Alpha Fiend inside of it, when it strikes and gets the plus attack, does that apply to the Bog Flies? I think it does, right? Stat changes and upgrades, does that count? Do infusions count? I think they do. I mean, that's, again, a shell thing, though, so I'm not really playing around a shell thing. It should, since +5 attack is a stat change. Well, I guess what I'm really asking is the infusion. Alright, well, I think we're taking this guy. I just don't know how we're going to use him yet, and I don't think I want to put multi-strike in him. Because it seems like we want to infuse this guy is always the way to go, right? So feels like Merchant of Steel is not super good for us. Infusions past 2, they're considered an upgrade. Okay. So we either put Frenzy Stone in this guy and we plan on him being our carry, or we save him for an infusion. We have a Wurmkin banner next floor. It's gonna be a couple. It's going to be a couple more floors before we'd even be able to infuse him. Feels really bad to pass on a multi-strike, but I think we need to. Okay, Magic Power and Purge. 30 Magic Power and Hornbreak would be amazing. Actually. That's 70 damage that pierces shields. You know what? I'm going to do that. That's going to be really strong. Okay. Man, if we got like holdover on that, that would be insane. Do we have enough stuff with Queen's Implings and Echo Breaks and 1 health units? Yeah, we can totally do that. Alright, I should be able to do this in such a way that we don't even have the Ember Drain next turn, so... But I do want to be able to play this guy. I can leak those two and play these two on the bottom. And do I not really not play the Alpha Fiend turn 1? Taking 15. There's now not a floor I can play you where you don't die, is there? Ugh, this is a tough turn 1. I need Ember, man. I got no freaking Ember. I think I have to let my main carry draw through, but if I do that, that's really bad. This reminds you of the feeling you had when you first saw people playing the Pokemon trading card game. Lost, but interested. Oh, okay. Man, so many people come in, watch this game, and are like, I don't know what's happening. Like, okay. I wish I could help you, but it's a great game. Highly recommend it. Alright, so... Works. You just sit quietly and hope it will come together, lol. Okay. Doodly 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 doo 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 doo. Oh, I don't have stuff here. Okay. There we go. Those guys die. Perfect. Well, this is one of those games where, unless you play it, it can be hard to know what's happening. Is there any way I don't die here? There we go. Okay. Actually, what we want to do is this. So now he won't go up. I can do this. I'm not gonna be able to play that, right? I could play it on the top floor. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. But they're all unplayable cards, so that's cool. Great. One day you will understand what's happening. One day. But 'tis not this day. I don't know if I can kill this guy, honestly. I just have so many cards that cost 2 and 3. It's destroying my ability to play anything, man. Like, I think we just die here. Is my build really that bad? No, I need to play my guy that strikes. I need to leak here to get my floor set up. So I need to do this. Maybe this is what we do. Problem is, I took the Alpha Fiend and I don't have a way to, you know. Golly, they're so hard dying again. He's just so big. This guy, like. Every time you take him early, because he's got potential, it's like. He's so hard to use early game. Alright, I have to set up on different floors. And that makes it difficult because I don't have any zero cost stuff. So how do I set up on different floors? Maybe I chump block for him is what I do. And if I do that, this guy just dies. So it's like I either have to set up one or the other. I can't keep both of them alive, can I? I do not know. I do not know what the play is. Like, I don't know if there is a play I can make where I can keep both these guys alive. So maybe I don't play my Echowright or just let him die. Maybe I have to let him die. Seems like a really weird way to play, but I think that might be what I have to do. Thanks, bye boy. Super, super helpful. Okay. Wow, and he formed here because he couldn't go here. That's weird. So I miss out on this gold, the 50 gold, to keep him alive. I think that's the only way we have a chance. Okay. Alphine just isn't worth it early game, in your opinion? He's too big? Well, I mean, there's so many builds that people are like, build around, put Alpha Fiend inside of X, and he's super strong. Like, I was like, how do you build around a character that's so freaking ginormous all the time? If I draw, I will be able to play nothing that I draw, so that's useless. You're slowly building up to the mess of Higher Covenant. Yeah, it's definitely a challenge, that's for sure. Was 30 damage worth more than playing a Queen's Impling and a Trained Steward? I think it is. Maybe you just can't take the challenge when you get him. Yeah, that might have been my mistake. I thought because I had so many things that kill those units, I'd be able to do it. But the problem is the unit I got cost 2, so I can only play one other card. So I think we don't die here, actually. So this is better. Yeah, we only take 8. So we do make it. But getting Alpha Fiend early just is really tough to make use of. Even his essence adds capacity of 1. Yes, it does. Usually pass on him. Okay. Turn spell card from the discard pile to your hand. Apply infused, -1 cost, and consume. Yes, it's consume and it's minus cost. I like both of those things. Molting Imp, Ascend, and Vent. Vent is very nice. I didn't take the X cost cards get +3 though. Alpha Fiend on Dante is fun too. Yeah, so like Alpha Fiend in things is really good. It's why I took him, but at least for our current build, it's pretty tough to make use of it. Because we just don't have a strong unit to play around because he's too big and too expensive. Those two things are what's making him hard to play with. Maybe Ascend could be useful here. It's tough to take speculative picks for sure, but to be fair, your other choice was the 105 Brandon Warrior, who isn't great early game either. Yeah, I know. Is overstacking a floor worthwhile here? When we have imps to chump block, overstacking a floor kind of is anti-synergistic with imps. But with the big unit, we're probably not going to be able to stack a floor anyway. We're probably not going to be able to chump block anyway with the hopes of using this guy in some way. I still think Ascend is strong though, so I think I'm gonna take it. Alright, we gotta find a Wurmkin unit that we can infuse him into, or at least it's just strong. Alright, when played, gain +1 attack, health, and capacity per charged echoes. And there's the Bog Chrysalis. Thing with Bog Chrysalis, I could put Alpha Fiend into it, but I don't have any synergy with, you know, Hatch and Shells. It's just, it's going to be one turn at a time. It's going to take 5 turns unless we get some shell cracking thing. Triple Alpha Fiend overstack? In-host carapace. Well, whichever one we take, if I want to Alpha Fiend infuse, I don't get to do it for 2 fights. And so I have to get through 2 fights with something here. I have Rage that I could put on these, but Rage is super expensive. It's 3 and I don't have enough Ember to play it. Basically, I need some way to make a floor that does something. It's kind of our problem right now. I feel like Bog Chrysalis maybe has more chance of doing something. What do we got? Do we even want them to be discarded instead of consumed? We want them to consume, right? Pretty sure we want our spells to consume so that they come back and we have more spell damage for each card in the consume pile. So I don't think we want that. Well, this can maybe keep us alive, so we'll go with that. What's in here? Okay. Okay. Interesting. Oh, this is one of my favorite events, and I don't really have any units I want to put this on. But if we got Major Refraction and put it on the egg, that would be something. And then if we put the Alpha Fiend into the egg, that might be a thing we can do. That'll make him a 3 capacity thing, and I could put this guy behind him. And then the things will... I guess that's what we do. Unless I want to make him tiny. Problem is I don't really want to make him tiny when I'm planning on infusing him. Let's make a big old giant bajuga egg here. I think that might be our only way of actually doing something here. And next floor is something we probably don't take, so let's go ahead and do this. Okay, healing when I consume. Yes. Yes, I would like to heal when I consume cards. Okay. I thought we were dead, but those two things actually might give us a chance here. Humongo egg for to wins. That's right. All right. Do I even want to play you on the bottom floor? I don't think I do. I'm gonna chump. Chump block does nothing because you're a sweeper. Okay. Wow, what a terrible draw. Okay, so I can do -1 cost, and I could put Rage on this guy. Or I could kill a backliner with an Echo Break. Save myself 5 health from killing this guy, and I'd still be able to play a Train Steward to maybe tank for this guy. I'm going to do this because I need to hatch him too. So we actually need to infuse this floor. Rage does not stat pass. Oh, okay, my bad. Hey, what do you know? Alpha Fiend's still freaking a dead card. Great. Just wonderful. There we go. Okay. That keeps you alive. Good. Let me get rid of your damage shield. Alright, you're gonna hatch one more turn. Return soul makes whatever card you return infused to. Yeah, that's true. It's very, very good. Okay. This top floor. Now you die, you don't take any damage. That's good. Okay, you hatch. Do you want to send anything here? I could ascend you up to this floor. Is that better? Train Steward, you ascend. You'll have a Train Steward to block those two guys. I can't do both. I think I do want to ascend you, actually. Be able to kill that guy on the next floor, I think. Alright, we got 2 big bog flies. That did not do that much damage, much more damage to you at all. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay. Did you at least kill that guy? Almost. Well, you're not completely worthless, I guess. Just mostly worthless. This is my big floor. He blocks a decent chunk of damage, so it's actually worth doing this. 324, okay. Does he have... Okay, he does not have trample, so that's good. A pretty good amount of damage. Okay. Okay. 79 we do here. What could we consume that would, or bring back that would be useful? Bog Chrysalisk, if I could play it. 3 slot. Let's see. Yeah, they're absolutely dead draws in this game for sure. So I could kill you. I can't return units, it says spells. My bad. Okay, so I guess as many echo snares as possible is what I want to do then. That's probably what I want to do. $45 damage. I healed up. Oh wow, I did. Holy crap. So it's not a huge deal if we take some damage. That's true, you're right. I don't actually want to extract here. This is just 70 damage. Let's do that. It's also free. This does 6 and this does 60. Okay, cool. So that I think will be enough that we'll be able to finish that. It'll take like 3 or 4 hits. So yeah, wow, this is really freaking strong. Holy crap, refracting lens with a consume build? Holy shnikes, that's really good. Unearthed Remains is really nice. I wish it was infused. Symphony of the Soul. Infused, extract 5, double buffs and armor on a unit. Buffs are Rage, Lifesteal, all those things. Since we're playing around a Bog Chrysalis, I don't know that that really works super well. Maybe a Pyre Kill build with this? Yeah, maybe. I mean, we did get extra max health plus the healing. Maybe we can set up something like that. Although I don't think Pyre Kill builds work against the Last Divinity, though, right? I think I like this. It's expensive Ember cost, which means I need to take Ember, probably. Oh, man. Another Bog Chrysalis. An infused one at that. Oh man, if I put the infused bog, well, infused wouldn't do anything, but if I put the Bog Chrysalis in this, it summons 4 of these, right? I'll summon 4 of those. Do I want that or do I want the strike? I probably just want the strike and then to get multi-strike on it. So I think this might be a skip unless we want Rail Beater. I think it's a melee weakness. Can be pretty good. Rail Beater in front of Echowright while we put the Alpha Fiend into a Bog Chrysalis on its own floor. Right above it. Kind of a tanky unit, maybe. Alright, I was thinking capacity originally, but I think I need Ember. We have a lot of high-cost things here. We have no source of Ember yet, so I think I have to go Ember. What is this? Is this... Okay, I was going to say, if this is Dante, that would be insane. Oh, man, this thing. Okay. So this is the one that gives you free heals later. This is the one that all your spells get pierce. This is the one that gives all your units endless. Dante's only from the second ring event. Oh, okay. I did not know that. All spells pierce. Are any of these worth it? I do have a couple damage spells. Free heals is nice. The problem is this is going to two-shot my boss for like the next, what is it, 2 fights? Ooh, I don't think I could do any of these. Unless we want to try to purge out units. Is this the ring where we're going to be able to infuse? No. If I lose any of this. That purges Bog Chrysalis, so I literally can't do that. Sorry, lady, get out. Just get out. Can't do it. Alright, Hellhorned removal, Merchant of Steel. Do I even want another Hellhorned unit? I think Alpha Fiend into this guy and Echowright behind Railbeater might be my build. Yeah, I think it's just upgrading my units and getting rid of crap. I think that's the way to go too. Can I get multi-strike now that I have a unit? Oh, what another liar! So if we did this, 4571, and then we put that guy in, he's a 5-stack unit. The problem is not getting multi-strike on him feels bad. I don't think I do that. I think I might actually do this. Because 3 plus our tanky guy can be a floor. We can't put a Queen's Implings on that floor, but they can just be throwaway units on another floor, I guess. Yeah, I'm thinking probably do it on the armor guy. And let's remove Train Stewards. Still not seeming like it's coming quite together as well as the previous one. Here's that one that's etched and gives armor to friendly units. This is just extra stats. What's the repeater 3 look like? Returns 2 consumed spells to your hand. Etch armor's pretty good. Yeah, the attack's going up a lot. It goes up 50 and then 25, and you get 2 consumed spells back to your hand. Armor is very good, though. This is the secondary one I want. But do I want to get 2 consumed spells back every turn? Honestly, I don't know if I have enough Ember to play 2 every turn. I think I'm going to try the Etch Armor. I'm going to try that. Alright, let's do it. Let's do this. Problem is my carry units aren't super strong yet. If I can get multi-strike. Okay. Quick. What about quick on him? That would mean he applies the melee weakness and then, well, he's already in the front, so he doesn't really need that. I feel like I need multi-strike on this more than I need quick on this, right? Because there's just no way these things do enough damage unless I get extra attacks going. Make this guy tanky as I can. Is there any way I'm going to be able to scale this unit? He scales from the strike +5. I guess if he attacks first, that's good. But again, does he ever get big enough? I don't know how we scale our damage. These Ritual of Battles just feel like how we should do it, but they're so expensive, and Rage does not transfer from the egg to the bog flies, so I'm not sure how we scale this. Guess I'm gonna do this and say we give up on multi-strike, because we're probably gonna need to get spell upgrades. There are no spell upgrades next floor. Okay. What's up, Eye Shadows? Attacking first guarantees +5. Twice means more damage overall, but susceptible to dying before getting hit off. You don't know. Yeah, it's tough. With extra Ember, can we afford to do this one? Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. This is honestly, this build is feeling pretty lackluster in the scaling department, so I'm just gonna take some chances here. So who am I summoning you with? You're on your own floor, right? You have extra Ember. So leak one guy that does 2 damage. Let's do this so that we can hatch you quicker, I think. How's Machinist Rand Brannigan doing? Honestly, don't understand why Rand Brannigan doesn't like Melting Remnant. Because it melts my brain. One reason only. It melts my brain. Let's see. Reap 2 to enemy units. How does Reap 2 not kill you? Oh, you absorb it. Oh. Okay. So if I want the gold, I have to do that, and you leak. Okay. So the absorbing happens before the Reap, which kind of sucks. Reap should totally go before the absorb. That's a kind of BS thing right there. But we do hatch at least, so that's good. I have no way to get stuff on this floor, do I? Let's see here. Again, letting stuff through is not too bad for us because every time we consume, we're healing. It matches perfectly as favorability of venting friendly units. Playing Molten Remnant, you're saying? Or Melting Remnant? Just cast Ice Storm with boss +1 unit. All 5 stacks attacks hit the boss. Oh, you did that? Do I want to ascend anything? I could save you health if I send you. Let me do that actually. You actually don't die now. That might have been more damage to us. Oh well. Oh, I could ascend the bog flies. You're right. Oh, I should do that. Because... yeah, I should do that. And I need to play... oh, I should do that. So I get armor when I play stuff on this floor too. I absolutely should have done that. You're right. I absolutely should have done that. Yeah. Now I'm glad I took the ascend. I just need to actually use it correctly. I have nothing in my discard pile. If I do this, play this. Okay. I might restart this one to do that. Yeah, I should have ascended. Totally should have done that. But we'll see. With how much healing we have, it might be fine. 45 damage. We'll see. If we take a bunch of damage from this fight, we'll see. But I might just kill him. Yeah, we just kill him, so it's fine. Hashtag never punished, right? Right. None of these are consumed to heal me up, so it's fine. Okay. Our tanky guy just tanking for us right now. Tanking and giving melee weakness. That unit's pretty darn strong. Oh, ambient charge. I already have one, and I don't play it much because I need to extract so much. Oh, but forced contamination, more melee weakness. That's pretty insane. There's another consume, total recall. Return 3 random spell cards from the discard pile to your hand and apply consume. More consume to things. I don't know that I have enough draw and spells for that to be super useful. I'm thinking about forced contamination though. It's more extract is the problem, and it's not infused. If this card right here was infused like this one is, I would 100% take it. How many infused cards do we have? Imps won't really help us for infusions. Power of Knowledge and our Echo Breaks. Honestly, we don't have a lot of infusions for doing big extract things. You wish Quick on Shadow Eater made it eat before the enemies went? Yeah, that would be nice. This has a lot of potential. I'm going to take that. Battering Ram infused. We are... Oh man, we are actually getting a lot of armor. Okay. We have a lot of expensive stuff, but that does work with the build we're going for. Okay, Merchant of Steel. Alright, we're going to finally be able to put the strike on the Bog Chrysalis. Merchant of Steel, we are going to, again, look for multi-strike. We already put quick on this, so... The unit upgrades aren't going to do us much good, actually. But the removal will be useful. Yeah, I think we just go for the removal. What's in here? Watch, I have multi-strike now. Endless, interesting. Okay, so it doesn't have multi-strike, so I'm not missing out on that, at least. Okay. So we're putting you inside of you, and you're just big giant unit on your big giant floor. We'll see if you have any sort of scaling. Yeah, I guess it's just this. Now, holdover on Ascend is something we might want to look for to see if we can get the Alpha Fiend behind these guys and overstack that floor. That is probably... Well, actually, if we just ascend the Bog Chrysalis later, that'll be fine, right? But yeah, I can't do... I mean, unless I want to get an endless Queen's Impling, which doesn't do us any good at all. If there's anything I want out of there, right? Probably just want to remove those. Is there a spell in here we want? Spell chain. We only want to do it pretty much on a 0-cost card, so it'd be like extra reap and extra consumes. Spell chain on Echo Snare wouldn't be terrible, but I don't know that there's enough value out of that. Okay. Yeah, I could purge, but it not only does purge cost money, it also costs us shards, and I feel like we'll get more value out of our shards being used elsewhere. So, so armor 15. We pierce that with Hornbreak, but all of our other spells, like our Echo Breaks, would be completely blocked by that. So I think I'm not going to go for this. I wouldn't mind spending the money, like you say, Nietzsche. That is not a bad idea, but the problem is these actual shard cost, in my opinion, not worth it. I didn't grab a send this turn, did I? No. So we're gonna have Ember Drain next turn. Nothing to do about it. We are infusing the wrong floor by doing this, but we do get a couple kills, so that's nice. Okay, God, the only infusion card I get is one I can't play, man. If I had done this, could I have killed you? No. He's gonna get plus 10 armor if you die. That's bad. Oh, you don't even die now. Okay, I might have to restart this one. Oh man, we can get this every turn? Holy crap. Okay, I can ascend. Extract 3, apply melee weakness 3. Okay. We're gonna leak this guy. Yeah, God, it's so frustrating that... I think we learned that previously, that the egg eats the infusion before... it eats the charged echoes before the whatever thing goes off. That's really annoying. We're getting a crap loads of armor. Whoops. Oh, damn. Okay. I could have gotten that there. I had 2 embers. Like, surely I'll be able to play something. I can play literally nothing. None of the 3 cards I draw are playable. Thanks. Thanks, game. Thanks. he will now hatch. That's the most important thing. You get nothing! Good day, sir! Do any of your stealths get used up if you don't attack? One does. Okay, okay. That's good. Oh man, if I had this next turn, it'd be amazing. So they all get armor if I do that. It's best to do this. Actually, if I consume this, there's a chance I get it next turn. Let me go for that. That's not the one I was hoping for. We do still kill her, though, so beautiful. Okay. Very nice. Alright. Alright, apparently we got a little bit of scaling going on. Okay. No more extract, please. Oh my god, this is what we just took, and this one actually is infused. Man, I like it, but I just don't know that we have enough infusions to make it work. The egg has eaten all our infusions. We have this cool little thing of getting more max stuff that keeps coming back. The problem is I don't have a way to fill them. If I got the thing that just fills your charged echo slots like we got last time, that could be huge. Take it, remove the other one. I don't know about that. But maybe. Problem is a lot of these extract things are kind of dead cards when I don't have enough infusions, which is our main issue right now. Potion of magic. If I could get a holdover spell, what would we want? Is there anything that we could hold over that would make this really strong? We're consuming so many things, I don't know if holdover does much for us. I feel like it might actually just be minus cost. I guess the battering ram, we got holdover minus cost, is infusion. This is probably our biggest thing right here. Our biggest spell, because we're trying to get crap tons of armor. If I got holdover minus 2 cost on the battering ram, that would be really strong. Yeah, I agree, Ash. I think that could be a way we could do a build here. Interesting. Also interesting. Infused piercing. It's 2 costs. It is armor. It is armor. 5 damage. Not bad for him. To get more armor on our front guy. I'd want minus cost on this, but I think I'm going to go for spell upgrades next, so... I feel like if we're doing a bit of an armor build, that could be good. We want consume things to get armor, though. Shame there's no way of restoring health to units with Hellhorned, yeah. I'm not too worried about that because he's got large stone and health. He's got a lot of health already, so he should have a lot of armor, but... Yeah, it is an infusion. I'm gonna take it. Infusion and armor. And since steel is kind of borked and we have plenty of healing, I'd like this, but we're gonna go for the spell upgrades. Hey, game, you never gave me holdover. I feel like I'm due, right? Am I due? Not yet, apparently. Thinking this consume could be interesting. I made this consume and it could come back. Well, I still have a roll, so I can still find it here. Do I want this to consume? Is there anything worth putting permafrost on? I should have done minus cost on that one. Okay, let's reroll here. Oh my god. That's 10 rerolls in a row, or 10 chances, so 5 rerolls in a row where we still haven't gotten a holdover. It's unbelievable, man. Well, not freaking believable. That does more damage to me. Well, at least minus 2 cost in here. No? Wow. I cannot find what I want, man. How about piercing? Giving this piercing could be good. I still want holdover and minus 2 cost though, so maybe just giving this piercing would be useful. No, I don't think the pack shards are too out of hand yet. Let's see what's in here. Okay, unit with more health. My pyre heals there, and no healing on my guys, but 10 extra health. I could put more health on just one of my units, because this one actually does stack over the overstacked upgrades, I believe. I don't have any way of healing, so this is not bad. So plus 10 health to all my units is something. So do I want my big tanky unit to have more 25 more health, or do I want every single thing I have to have extra health? Let's go ahead and do this. We have plenty of healing with these guys. Healing for our pyre. No healing for our units. Plus 10 spell power on one of those, fine. Do I want to double stack anything? That does give 40 armor. But it goes back up to 2 cost. Reap 4. Melee weakness 6. That's pretty good. Melee weakness 6. If I can ever extract 3 to do this, that's really strong. Guess I'll spend the gold there. I might need to go capacity for this reward so I can set up floor 2, because again, sweep on the top floor is going to be really bad. And it's minus 1 capacity middle floor, right? So if I get 1 capacity upgrade, I'll be able to set up middle instead of top. Oh gosh, he had Scourge. Oh, I hate this boss. Oh, I really freaking hate this one. I have to purge this. The ultimate douchebag? No kidding. If I play you up here, you won't die, so I won't be able to play my other units, right? Because you're 2 and the other guy's 3. And I have send this turn, and I don't want to send you yet. I do not want to send you yet. I better just get you infusing going, I think. can get the hatching process started here. Okay. And Queen's Implings killing me here. Spell to my hand. Okay, so I can get the Echo Break. Okay. Or I could get the Ascend going now. There, now I can start infusing this floor with every spell we can. Oh my god, we're getting 3 Weight of Contritions this turn. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh my, and the Ultimate Penance. Jesus Christ, man. Unfreaking believable, man. Okay. You should die there, right? Yes. Oh, god damn it, I hate this boss so much. I mean, we heal like crazy, but I'm never gonna be able to play anything if this is the crap I get every time. I need to infuse this floor, man. So 4 shells to get through. I'm gonna accept the penances because I need to get this shell thing going. Ooh, I can actually get melee weakness 6 already on you pre-cast. That's actually pretty good. Okay. 30, so it'll take 4 attacks, so I would take 24 if I send him to kill these 2 guys, or I just ascend you. Yeah, let's just do that. Take 3 damage to get you hatched. By doing this, consuming you, I can bring you back. Will you hatch now? Yes, beautiful. Okay. Good thing is we have a lot of healing, so all this extra crap we're getting in our deck is not killing us. It's just being really annoying. Okay. Okay. We do leak here, but again, we are healing like crazy, so it's not too big of a deal. I mean, the big deal is we got junk in our deck every single frickin' turn. Okay, that's great. Okay. Get wrecked your anti-healing stuff with my refracting lens healing us back up. You joik. Okay. Our armor thing should do a crap ton of damage if I can draw it. Battering ram. Okay. Discard pile. And I would love to apply another melee weakness to you. Is there anything I can infuse multiple times to be able to play that? 1, 2, no I don't. Can't play that. Alright, I'll just give you more armor. Seems good. Okay. Extract 3 to draw 3. This could be a good thing to put holdover on so I can draw at the right time. This just gives more armor, but Reap 2 on you would not be bad either. Are we big enough? 17 times 2. I better get as much armor as possible here. Give you rage. Okay. We are big enough. Beautiful. Oh, 788 damage. You have 2 spell shields. The problem is this pierces. This does not pierce. So I'd have to do... I actually can't get through her spell shield to make battering ram. So this just gets blocked. Kind of sucks. So we'll just do this. 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 Alright. Okay. Somehow this build is working. Battering ram blocked. It's rude. It's really rude. But that guy had 6 melee weakness on him, so get wrecked. Okay, remove shell. 3 shell from eggs. Okay, interesting. Double buffs and armor on a unit. That could be good, but again, it's extract 5 and then impalate. We're not really doing an imp build. This could help. The problem is if we draw this before the ascend. And this is a consume, and so that's another problem, that if we play it once and then it consumes and it gets returned back, it's a dead card. If this is infused, I'd take it. Because it's not infused, I don't think it's worth it. Because after we remove 3 shell, it does nothing else. If it was a free infusion, I would take it. So now this is where I was thinking I might need to take capacity to set up second floor, because if top floor on the last divinity is going to be sweeping our Echowright and our shell and everything, that would be really bad. I think I have to take capacity here. New channel rule: every time you don't make a pun, I owe you a cookie. That sounds like a terrible rule. I really want to draw, but I think I need to set up second floor, so I think I have to do this. Alright, magic. I'm looking for holdover. Is there anything I'd want to duplicate, though? Looking for holdover on the armor guy. Holdover and then minus cost 2 is what I'm looking for there. We go on Merchant of Magic there. Okay, last 4 looks good. A little bit of waste. Actually, that's exactly a heal. It's not even wasted, but it will probably be wasted because of how much healing we do during a fight. So if I take this, 15 puts me at 80. And then we take both the spell upgrades, would put us at, I think, 110? 105, I think. Oh, we might be able to duplicate something. It'll be better. Let's see. Hold over, please. Okay. Minus cost. Because 0 cost. The Ember-wise, we're usually pretty good for that. Let's go ahead and do... Oh, let's do that, I think. God, I need these guys to be minus cost, though, too. I need all of them to be minus cost. Let's do one of those minus cost. What I say might be good permafrost? The extract 3 for draw. Also, the extract 3 for melee weakness could be good permafrost. Perma the Ascend is also not a bad idea. So, we draw it before the egg. Or even draw it on the same turn as the egg. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. Holdover. 12 attempts at holdover. 12, man. 12! Holdover does not exist, man. All I want is holdover -2 cost on this guy. That's so much to ask. We have one more chance at it here. Merchant of Magic plus this. -2 cost could be here, and holdover could be here. It's probably not with our luck, but... Alright, what's in here? Heartless. Oh, this is just more stats. Oh no, here we go. Armor 8. Yes. Armor 8 is definitely better than more stats for every consume spell. Awesome. It's like, where's the armor 8? That's the one I want. Oh, Ember between turn. At the start of each battle. Start of battle at 2 stuff to each floor. That'll help us hatch quicker. But I kind of like the Ember between turns. I believe there are turns where we are not spending our Ember, if I'm not mistaken. We have some high cost things. We don't have any X cost things. Interesting. Since I have these extract things that are really strong, this is really good too. What resource are we having a hard time getting? Ember or charged echoes? I think it might actually be the charged echoes. So I think I go with this. We have a lot of things that extract. Let's go ahead and do that. I like it. I like it. +8 attack. You're enchanting multi-strike. Could use that 400 gold. I guess the question is, are there sweepers on this one? If there's sweepers, that could be bad. I have a little bit of backline reach though with what? Hornbreak. And where's the other damage spell I have? Power of Knowledge. We have some backline reach. 230 gold. Will that be enough to get holdover? It would be enough. I wouldn't be able to afford any trinkets if I don't do this. Honestly, +8 attack doesn't seem that bad, but it's the in combination with this multi-strike that makes that scary. That makes this guy have like 18 times 2. It's kind of insane. I think I don't go for that. Much as I want the 400 gold. And there's even a special guy with 20 health there. Okay. Although I can kill him with my Hornbreak. Maybe I just want to kill the frontliner there. If I do that, they'll put us at 4. This will do 5 damage, but if I do 2 of these, it's going to be, what, 4 and 5. It'll be 9. If I get less crap out of my hand, because I have these guys I want to play, but I do more damage to you. If I can set up you for dying next turn so you don't take this much damage, that will be very nice. Oh, well, I get that back anyway. I should have known. Okay. Alright, and infusions on this floor is what we want, so you are getting closer to hatching, so let's do that. And hopefully we draw our send here. I did not. You hatch this turn. Means I'm going to have to send twice. Oh, how did I get... Oh, because I chose capacity, so I can actually do this. Keep you from taking damage. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, I could extract to draw 3. But I would have 0 Ember to play anything. So if I gotta send, I'd permafrost it though. If I were to do that and draw, you would not hatch this turn. We are leaking you, but I'm full health, so I think I'm okay with that. I'm going to purposefully unhatch you. Okay. Discard pile. What could I play from my discard pile? That kills you, which is great. -1 cost. Get some more things there. Okay, so purposely don't draw you. We should be guaranteed to draw. Yeah, we're guaranteed to draw Ascend next turn. That's what we want. I'll even get some attack through. Beautiful. Okay. Do 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 do. Do. Consume that. Okay. All right, this is an interesting build, I will say. Let's get some armor now. Now we just stack stuff on this floor, fusions and everything. Yes, this, and this. Hopefully we draw something to kill the multi-strike guy. I did. Okay. Get melee weakness on you is huge. Beautiful. No multi-strike for your 50 times 2 crap. If I draw 3, I would not be able to play anything, so let's not play that. Okay. This guy is pretty big, though. He's got trample, right? Yeah, this is the guy with trample. $48 damage. We have not gotten quite as tanky as I would have liked. I'm not sure about this. Okay, we got him. All right, we even have the melee weakness 6, which is really good. So this, he's got melee weakness 12 going on him. It's awesome. Okay. Somehow we got. He only gets 1 attack in. Wow, I guess that 12 melee weakness 13 times 25 one hit is going to be huge, right? 1040 he got hit for. Holy crap. I think melee weakness might be the thing that just won that for us. Apply Reap 13. Wow. Power of Knowledge, another infused one of those. Oh, God, I don't really want any of these. I want, like, cheap infusions is what I want. I don't think I want any of these. This is decent, though. This could be good against the Seraph as they goes up the floor with... I don't know. I don't know that we're doing enough Reap for this to be that good. There's 13 times 80. Oh, because they're quick. You're right. Okay. I have no imps to make that really work. That or that. Armors. It's not enough armor for that. Okay. Alright, so removal, holdover, looking for minus cost holdover. We got 2 more chances on it. Frickin' finally. Okay, so this, before I get it, let me make sure, let me see if there's -2 cost in here. Please -2 cost. Damn it. Well, I can make it 2 cost instead of one cost, so it's not the worst. But we actually got holdover for the first time today. We make it 2 cost. There's a crap ton of damage. We're not going to be able to play a bunch of other things, but we will get armor for every time we play a consume thing. Okay. Didn't even check what was in here yet. Oh wow, that's pretty nice. When one or more charged echoes added to the floor, apply a reap 1 to a random enemy twice. Daze enemy units when they enter the pyre room, your pyre gets -5 attack. Interesting. Did you see the no weapons in stores and FTL streak Farb has been on? Games RNG means nothing. Sounds about right. Alright, what's the most worthless card? Queen's Implings. Probably, right? Queen's Implings. Ghost Snares are consumes. Yeah, let's go Queen's Implings here. Doesn't seem too bad when you push them into it. Yeah, I'm thinking about the days. I'm thinking about it. The other thing we have to think about is I need 20 shards. I need exactly 20, which means I do both of these, which puts me at 105, or I do one of these and duplicate an upgraded card. Or I put a Queen's Impling into here and get exactly 105. Is there anything worth putting Intrinsic on, is the question. Intrinsic on my Permafrosted Ascend could be good. That could help my setup. That could help my setup a lot, actually. Yeah, let me do that. Okay. And then we decide if we do a magic power or we duplicate something that would give us 15 shards. Is having a second one of these worth having? Actually, 1, 2 units, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if I duplicate this guy, once I get my first one ascended, I could then set up a second Bog Chrysalis that I can ascend again and overstack a floor even more. I think I like that. For Last Divinity, we'd set up our first Bog Chrysalis on the bottom floor and everything else on the middle floor. We ascend the bottom one to the middle floor. Then once we get the second one we set up on the bottom floor, try to send that as well. Is there anything better that we would prefer to duplicate? Extra melee weakness guy could be good. Well, I think this is our main carry. I think we just duplicate this, maybe. See if we can make that work. Puts us at 100, exactly 105 shards. We can re-roll this, or we can get one of these guys. So the question is if we want some extra spell upgrades, which I can get one more minus cost and then maybe another spell damage, or we get more charged echo capacity, or a bit of, maybe a little bit of protection from leaking units. Bit of protection from leaking units. I'm really worried about the Last Divinity first wave that I don't have faulty loader against for setting up on first and second floor. I'm a little worried about that. All right, let's just go with the dazed. I think that's pretty good. I'm pretty sure we're going to be leaking some, so giving us an extra turn. Less attack power, but immune 1 turn could be very good. All right, here we go. Seraph the Diligent's going to consume my spells. Just less scary here than it would be against certain other things. All right, what do we got turn 1 here? Do you want to practice setting up bottom floor here? We actually could do that. Do I have any way to kill you? Yes, that just does 10 damage. Good. Do you want to consume that? So this would return to my hand. Actually, that will kill you. Do want to be playing consume things on this floor. I also want to be infusing this floor. So I consumed that. Get rid of the spell shield on you, I guess. Get those on you. Okay. Okay, first egg. Got 2 eggs, which is not great. We're going to have to let 1 come back around. Unless I do this and then play this other one behind it immediately, which we could do. Problem is, he would hatch really fast. I don't want him to hatch yet. Okay, we're going to let him leak because that's fine. Do this and we're going to do this. We're going to let the egg come back around. Okay. We got our holdover. Oh, come on. Okay. 272 damage, baby. You are hatching. That's good. Apply the melee weakness needed 3. I need to extract to do that, which I can't. Yeah, I can't quite do that here. That saves me a little bit of health. How much we're healing? I think it's fine that we let him through. Oh, wait, no, we don't take damage because of the dazed. Ha! Ha! So just do this. Oh, I could have given you armor instead of that. Okay, there we go. Now we draw our egg and we'll be able to set up this floor even more. Wait, why did my holdover? Oh, crap, because I played my holdover consume. Oh, frickin' hell. I played my holdover consume, man. What a bad play. Alright, I need him to bring back my consume. My armor piercing one. No egg. Pretty big misplay that I did that. Okay, there's my egg. So here, here, That's a big floor. Alright. My discard pile. Look at that. I think I might be able to kill this guy. Not quite, damn it. It's gonna be a 6 times floor. Yeah, I think it's gonna be 6 units. Yep. Well, our Leakin's doing like nothing, so that's cool. I do want to kill this guy off if I can. If I ascend you, you'll be dazed, and I won't get the crap from you doing your crap. Damn it. I can never get the melee weakness on you. That sucks. Who's the biggest guy? You're all quick, right? Yeah, they're all quick, so I want rage on the quick guy. First quick guy will hit you. The rage on this guy. Okay, that gets us 45. Okay. Looks a little crowded. It's a little crowded in that train, you know. No big deal, though. Dermata, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I'm going to take the 1 damage to kill off this guy to not get more crap there. Okay, nice. Okay, it's going to take some hits. I'm going to kill you this floor. 3291. $39.76. $95. We'd like to point out that based on the pun rule, I said, you said no to, you owe me 2 cookies. Okay. Sure. I think I just want as many fusions as possible here, right? Does 10 rage do more than an infusion? Gets 5. This is 4 units get +5. So each infusion is 20 extra damage. Rage 30 is 20 extra on 1. So I think it's better to do this. Better to do it on this. Yeah, this, I think. Sorry, I need to shut down the stream immediately. Your middle floor is in violation of social distancing guidelines and has a poor influence on your viewers. We got it. Okay, all right, nice. We did it. All right, Seraph down. Now, if we can get Last Divinity down, setting up on these 2 floors. I think I actually would have been even better shape if I had set up 2nd and 3rd floor, but I wanted to try middle floor. Wow, kill it just in time before the Last Divinity. He's getting out of it scot-free, Kappa. Oh my god, the puns, the puns. Okay, man, here we go. We did not draw an egg. Wow, we never got our battering ram back up either, so our holdover did not get to be kept. You just drew an egg in your notepad. Only I didn't draw an egg. Okay. Okay. Dealing a killing blow. I don't want to let you do that. I will draw 3 if I do this. If I draw 3, I would not be able to play anything. I think I just do that. The early turns was what I was afraid of here, honestly. 52 damage. Okay, I did get an egg, though. How come I only have 3 ember? How did you not die? Oh my god, you having the extra health actually just cost me ember. Now I can't play my holdover spell. Alright, well I can't play that imp on the top floor then. Like, you'll just die. No, no, you won't just die. I am baby raging about it. Baby rage, man. Problem is, if I play here, he's going to get an extra damage shield, which also hurts us. So there's not a good floor for me to play this on. So either I get Ember Drain up here, or I give an extra damage shield to the front unit, because he attacks for... No, wait, he doesn't kill. It's going to be... It's actually going to be the second guy who kills, so... Alright, fine. Fine. Still don't want to draw, though. Extra damage shield is bad on these guys, but at least it lets me play my stuff. We're definitely leaking here. Gosh. He's just dying because I got nothing to kill this backline dude, man. Do I need to set up top floor? This guy dying means we can't win. There's no way without melee weakness we can do that. I mean, this guy's gaining health right now. This build might just not be able to do it. I think I might have to set up top floor and hope we just can get enough armor to outpace the sweep. Let me see how far we can get here, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to restart and set up top floor. Yeah, he's dying. I had my horn break last turn where I could have killed this guy. Spikes. Whew. Sweep. So he's gonna die. So I don't think fire health is a resource. I don't know if it's a resource that I have enough of though. Okay. We do literally no damage to that guy. I don't want to consume this guy. Think I'm very dead? I think you are very right. Alright, so we're gonna have to try set up top floor, I think. Maybe top floor, maybe. Basically, he's going to counteract our 8 armor per consume spell with his sweep, I guess. Oh, we're going to have Ember Drain next turn, which sucks. That did screw us up having the Ember Drain, right? Because that means I can't play my holdover and the Ascend and the Egg. And there's no way to set up top without getting the Ember Drain, right? No, and play this. If I were to draw the Egg, I wouldn't be able to play that. Pifona, that'd be a great play if I didn't have 11 health on my... I can't ping it. I have 11 health because of Heartless. I guess I just don't play my Battering Ram because I have to get my top 4 set up. I would love to do what you suggest, but sadly I can't do that. Ping plus PSS, sweep kills the imp, but no mana for Battering Ram. Got it. BSS. What is BSS? I don't know what you're telling me about BSS, sorry. Oh, boss. Oh, the boss plus the sweep, gotcha. And I don't know if we can out-armor everything he's doing to us, man. You die if I play you this turn on the floor, right? 50 damage, yeah. Unless I could kill you, but I can't, so I gotta wait. Should have done the damage shield there, I think. Well, the one thing we are doing better this time, since we're on the top floor, is we are... Are we doing anything better? Actually, I don't even know. This 25 times 2 guy. Like, I need backline reach. I need to kill this guy. I should have played this on him. Maybe I need to play around which consume spell I get back every time better. If I can. 3 plus 10 damage. Guys, he's still alive. Okay, we're barely still alive. So many spikes, so many giant dudes, man. Discard pile. Anything in my discard pile? There's nothing. Jesus, they're all just so big. They're all just so friggin' big, man. I'm gonna try one more time. This build just does not quite seem like it's it. I was worried about this earlier. I don't think our damage scales big or fast enough. But if I could somehow make it so that the only consumed spell is Hornbreak, so I draw that every turn to kill off some of these big damage backliners, maybe I can have a chance. So I need to not play other consume spells, maybe. Maybe that's something I can do. If I do that, can I set up middle floor? Or do I need the time of setting up top floor? They're getting a lot of armor. They are, but the part of the reason I want that spell is because that spell pierces. And if I kill the guys that are like 25 times 2 damage and stuff, maybe I'll have a chance. I'm not very confident, but, you know. Bum, 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 bum. Give you some extra... Oh, I should have done that first. I would have done more damage. Whatever. Maybe I need to even play this turn 1. See what we draw. Okay. Just let all that leak here. Wow, I can't even draw my consume. I can't even draw my Hornbreak. No wonder I was playing other consume spells apart from that. I couldn't draw it. You're just dead? Yeah, okay. Let's set up top floor, man. God, this is with only what, 105 shards? God, last divinity units are just insane, man. They are just insane. I don't know. Oma, ome, wa, mu, shinderu. What does that mean? Remember when you said Seraph was harder than Divinity? You do. Okay. Pepperidge Farm remembers. So we don't play that. I have a feeling at some Divinity when I said it, it was true. Alright, here we go. So I only consume this spell. That's the only spell I consume in order to force us getting it back every time. Problem is I don't get armor if I don't consume my other things, and that's really bad. I should have maybe played it on this floor. Protect your health more, maybe? That's just a meme? Okay. Usually said by a samurai who just killed someone and they don't realize it yet. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Typical badass line. Gotcha. Knock at my send. You die. Now he goes up in armor. I don't think it's here, man. I don't think it exists. I don't think the way to win exists here. Set up in the pie room, Kappa. I wish I could. Boom, boom, boo, boo. We did get the right thing back, so that's good. We don't get our extra bog chrysalis, which is kind of a problem. Okay. Golly, look at these guys have over 200 health. This is insane. I can kill one guy. What if I were to ascend you? Get rid of your spikes. Does that help me out at all? Kill that guy. Feel like it's already over? Probably. We're still alive currently somehow. Not anymore. I don't know, man. How do you play consume decks? Because that's what I tried to build, was a consume deck. I don't know how to get a good carry unit. What carry unit do you play with these consume things? Because Scott-Free, I feel like you've told me they're like consume can be like OP as hell. Like what? Do you need to play that? What is that one unit that says etch and he gets attack or whatever? That to be like first of kin or something? I mean, our scaling was pretty good, but it, you know, it was a strike guy that didn't have multi-strike or sweep. So I feel like the problem was our carry unit was not strong enough. Not that our consume spells weren't good enough. I need a small unit. It's called Scholar Imp. I mean, basically this guy was my Scholar Imp. Getting 2 cards back and one being Shelter can be good. You don't remember what you did a lot. What is Shelter? I actually passed on a Scholar Imp that run. Maybe I should have taken him. What is Shelter? Consume. Apply armor 2. Oh, I had that previous run. What is the dash ember cost? It means you can't actually summon that unit, I think. This unit only appears when it's hatched out of an egg, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Basically, consume is OP your spells, and then you use Scholar Imp to endlessify your consume experience. Alright, well, we might try this guy again. I might try a different build with it. But before we do that, I am going to stand up, stretch, use the restroom, take my last break of the day. Thanks so much for watching. Hope y'all are enjoying the Monster Train. I said Wurmkin was OP, and then immediately got wrecked because I was not OP enough. But quick stand up, stretch break. When I come back, we'll do one more run. Y'all rock. See you in a bit, my friends.